Welcome back, everybody, to the Educational Numismatist. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the videos, and if you smash that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. For today, we are going to start the submission of $6 Morgan dollars to CAC for grading. We've got an 1882 New Orleans. We've got an 1882 San Francisco. We've got an 1884 Philadelphia with a die crack. We've got an 1885 New Orleans. We have an 1886 Philadelphia. And we have an 1889 Philadelphia Morgan. So, what I'm going to do is take you through the process of submission. So what you want to do is get your coins in whatever order you're going to submit them in. You then need to go to the CAC website and you will be able to download and print their grading submission form. Okay, so what I have done is I have started to fill this out already. And there we go. So what you will do is you will obviously fill in your name. If you have, let's do it this way. There we go. All right, so if you have a membership, which you're going to need to have in order to do a submission to CAC, you will put your member number right there. All right, the shipping method, unless you have your own FedEx, UPS, or USPS account, you're just going to say CAC shipping and insurance by default. Okay. Once you have joined their club and can submit, you will have your address on file. So I just click or check that box right there, ship to the address on file. The service type, you can only select one. So I am selecting grading. But if, for instance, I was submitting a PCGS slab that I wanted to crack out and put into a CAC slab, whatever they graded at, that would be considered a crossover. A legacy crossover would be a CAC coin that they have already put their sticker on, and now you want them to convert it to a CAC slab. If you need to reholder for some reason, or reconsideration if you feel that it was incorrectly graded. Holder if details. What that means is if CAC determines that the coin has been graded, cleaned, altered, or somehow messed with, they will not put a grade on it. Just like the other grading services, it will come back genuine details. What they're asking you to do here is determine if they say that the coin has, let's say, been cleaned or somehow altered, and they're going to put a details designation on it. Do you want them to put it in a slab anyway? In my case, I'm just going to say no. I don't need a slab that says you got a fucked up coin. I will sell that coin individually, raw, at a discount with the disclosure that it's a detail coin. Now, the service tier, you can only select the classic part over here for coins that are dated 1964 and before. Anything after that has to be submitted under the modern tiers. In this case, I've got 1800 vintage coins, so clearly before 1964. You can choose ultra rarity if you need to. That will cost you $2,000, but if you've got a truly valuable coin, that's no object. If you've got a coin up to $500,000, you need to submit it as a rarity. They'll charge you $1,000 per coin to grade that. If you are at a coin show and doing a walkthrough, you can do something valued up to $125,000 for 110. In my case, because I want a quick turnaround for these, I'm going to choose Express. I'm going to pay extra. I'm going to pay $45 per coin for values up to 10,000, which is not a problem. Most of the time, you will either use standard or economy, which is 20 or 35, a much better price. But once you've done that and you've determined what you're willing to pay, You then come down here to the various line numbers. Okay, so in this case, the first coin I am submitting is an 1882 New Orleans. Okay, so as you can see, I have an 1882. Mint mark is O. The denomination is $1. It's a $1 coin. I am not requesting that the label designate first delivery. I'm not asking for imaging. I'm not asking for a variety designation. I'm not asking for a mint error. Now, description, I'm leaving blank. Current grade is, it doesn't apply because this is not already a graded coin. The cert number would only apply if you were submitting somebody else's slab or a CAC slab that had already been graded. There would be a certification number that you would also put in here. Minimum grade. If I say I do not want you to encapsulate this coin unless it grades, let's say, Mint State 63, I can put a 63 here. If they grade this coin in Mint State 62, they will not encapsulate it because it does not meet the minimum grade. If it hits a 63, 64, or anything above that, that's fine. It beats your minimum grade and it will be encapsulated. The last column is the declared value. When you submit your coins, you basically have to put an insurance value on them. So what I've done is I have basically estimated the value of each of these at a Mint State 63. So for all 6 of the coins that I am going to be submitting, we've got an 1882S, an 84P with a die crack, I believe. So that might be, is that a variety? No, it's not really a mint error either. I'll leave it alone. I've got an 85O, an 86 Philly, and an 89 Philly with the various declared values. Okay. The next thing you will do is move down to the bottom part of this form. Over here, you will specify the total for your declared value. So for all of the values that I had given up here, they total $560. Now, fee calculator, okay? The grading fees, basically the number of coins, which is 6, times the fee, which is the number, if you recall, that we did up here when we checked Express. That's $45 per coin. So that's what you're going to enter here. So 6 times 45 is $270. The handling fee is $10. I don't know what their shipping fee will be, so I'm leaving that blank. I did not check any of these additional add-on boxes, so I do not have any add-on fees. My total estimated fees for this submission is $280. I am checking off payment method on file because, again, when you join the club, in order to submit, you have to put in a payment method. So I'm just letting them do that rather than enclosing a check for whatever amount. And then lastly, you will sign and date it. Okay? The next thing you will do is you will fold up and protect your coins. They require that you put them in these plastic clear flips just like this. They also request that you put them in such that when you fold the flap down, the coin cannot fall out because you have folded over the opening. Okay, so you put the coins together in the exact order that you put them on your submission form. Whoop. And then once you've done that, you go ahead and get a rubber band so that you can keep them together securely, because you do not want them separating or flopping about or jumping around inside. I will obviously complete the rest of this form. I will then pack this up in a nice little box with some bubble wrap and, securely taped. You will then ship it to their address in Virginia Beach, which is up here at the top of the form. Now, because I am doing an express, I should have these back within a week or so, give or take. So, for those that are interested, please follow the channel or like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you will be able to follow the process and you will see how these 6 coins did. When they come back, I will do a nice little reveal video and we'll see how we did. Thanks for tuning in again. This is the Educational Numismatist.